Week 5 is a Sunday night matchup against the Los Angeles Rams, and this game presents us with a completely different set of challenges than last week against the Raiders. They're extremely solid on both sides of the ball, especially along the defensive line with guys like Darnold up front along with Michael Brockers. Our offensive line is definitely going to be in for a good test here in this one. Now getting into the gameplay, the Rams receive it first. Goff goes with the play action fake, drops back, and is picked off by Avery Williamson, and that'll give the Jets great field position as we start the next drive. But what a heads up play by the reigning defensive player of the year. Now getting into our opening drive, Hurts drops back and misfires on the pass that was intended for Jerry Jeudy, which brings up 2nd and 10. Grant takes the handoff off the left side, and he'll pick up about 11 on the play, bringing it 1st and 10 from the 19. We give it to him on the next play, and he gets brought down almost immediately, and now we're faced with a 2nd and long situation. Hurts then lines up in the gun, takes the snap, drops back, and tries to get the pass off, but is batted down incomplete by Darnold, and now we're faced with 3rd and long from the 19. But Jalen Hurts showcases his talent to escape pressure and takes it all the way down to the 6-yard line. And that's definitely an element that we don't have with Sam Darnold, so it'll be interesting to see whether or not Hurts gets more running opportunities in the future. So now we got 1st and goal. Hurts takes the snap out of the gun and hands it off to Grant, and he'll be brought down after a short gain, bringing up 2nd and goal. Hurts then snaps it from the gun, looking for Herndon in the end zone, but the pass falls incomplete, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation as Hurts takes the snap from the gun and fires a pass that's completed to Jerry Jeudy for the touchdown. So now we take an early 7-0 lead. As we get into the Rams opening drive, Gurley takes it down the middle, and he'll pick up about 6 or 7 on the play, bringing up 2nd and short. Out of the gun now, Goff takes the snap, handing it off to Gurley, and he's tackled by Marcus May after picking up a couple, bringing up 3rd and 1. Gurley takes the handoff again, looking for running room, and again Marcus May is right there for the tackle, bringing up 2nd and 9. Cooks takes the handoff on the end around from Goff, and he'll take it deep in the Jets territory to the 29. Next play, Goff takes a snap from center and fires quick to Robert Woods, but the play is blown up behind the line. It looks like Kendall Fuller and Jamal Adams will be credited for a tackle for loss. So on 2nd and long, the Rams come out in a 2-wide, 2-tight end set. Goff with the snap, and after a 7-step drop, delivers a pass downfield that's caught for the touchdown. So now we got a tied game heading into the 2nd quarter, but on the ensuing kickoff, Grant fields it at the 2, and as he's looking for blocking, it gets hit and coughs up the football, and the Rams are right there to recover it at the 27-yard line. That'll give them great field position going into their next drive, and a couple of plays in here on 3rd and 8, Goff drops back to pass, but Quinnen Williams shuts that play down. That was a really nice play by the 2nd-year D tackle out of Bama, because initially he gets double teamed on the play, but he keeps fighting and eventually he's able to split the double team and get to Jared Goff for the sack. And if Williams is able to generate a consistent pass rush for us this season, it's going to be really difficult for opposing quarterbacks this year. Now our next drive starts at the 24. Hurts hands the ball off to Grant looking for running room, but there is none, and that brings up 2nd and 8. Out of the gun now, Hurts takes the snap and finds Grant in the flat. He makes a defender miss with the juke move, and he'll take it up to the 31-yard line, bringing up 3rd and 3. Staying with the passing attack, Hurts drops back and finds Chris Herndon open underneath, and that'll be more than enough for a 1st down as we set up shop at the 40. The next play, Jalen Hurts misfires on the pass that was intended for Corey Grant, which brings up 2nd and 10. The Jets then look to spread the field as Hurts takes the snap from the gun, handing the ball off to Grant, and he'll pick up about 15 on the play, moving us into Rams territory. Next play on 1st and 10 from the 46, the Jets come out in a 4-wide set, and Hurts finds Quincy Enunwa underneath for a 1st down. That'll move the chains up to the 34 as Hurts takes the snap from the gun, hands the ball off to Grant. He's got blocking and explodes into the 2nd level and will not be caught. Corey Grant takes it to the house for a 34-yard touchdown. So now that we've got momentum on our side, this will be the perfect time to force a 3 and out. The handoff to Gurley on 1st and 10 goes nowhere, bringing up 2nd and 12. The Jets then drop everyone back in coverage to defend the pass as Goff has all day in the pocket and finally makes a decision to check it down to Todd Gurley for no gain. Scratch that, he does pick up a few on the play, bringing up 3rd and 7. And instead of playing it conservative here on 3rd down, the Jets send pressure and it gets to Goff, forcing him to get rid of it quick, and the pass is broken up by Kyle Fuller. So the defense does a great job at forcing the 3 and out as Crowder's back to receive the punt. He takes it at the 10, jukes a defender but gets hit and coughs up the football, and after the Rams recovery, they're going to be set up perfectly in the red zone, which brings up this play on 3rd and 2. Todd Gurley takes the handoff and walks in for an easy touchdown. So now we have it with just under 3 minutes before halftime as Hurts fires underneath to find Jerry Jeudy for a first down. That's going to move the chains up to the 34. The next play, Jalen Hurts takes the snap out of the gun. The Rams send the blitz. We dial up the screen pass and is caught beautifully by Grant, who somehow escapes the pressure and picks up the first down. That was a really nice catch. The next play on 1st and 10 though, the pressure gets to Hurts and he gets sacked on the play, and that backs us up to a 2nd and 18. But Hurts stays calm in the pocket and finds Jerry Jeudy underneath, and that'll get a good chunk of that yardage right back, setting up this 3rd and 2 play. As Dante Moncrief gets open underneath, he makes the grab for the first down and takes it out of bounds. That eventually leads to a field goal try on 4th and 13. The kick is up and right through the uprights, and we are tied 17 going into halftime. Now moving into the 3rd quarter, the Rams have it at the 42. Their first play is a handoff to Henderson off the right side, and he gets stuffed by CJ Mosley for a 2-yard loss. But on the next play, after a play action fake, Brandon Cooks rips the top off the Jets defense for a 60-yard touchdown. Now, I'd normally blame a busted coverage on something like that happening, but everyone had their assignment and we just got burned. Now getting into our next drive, down 7 on 3rd and 5, Hurts drops back and finds Dante Moncrief on the comeback route, and that'll be enough to move the chains. Next play on 1st and 10, Hurts tries to squeeze it into Grant on the angle route, but the pass is broken up, bringing up 2nd and 10. We go to the ground attack and pretty much get no yardage whatsoever, and now we're faced with 3rd and long. The Jets then spread the field with 4 wide. Hurts takes the snap out of the gun, drops back, and I think the pass was intended for Jerry Jeudy, but it was so inaccurate it went right to the linebacker and probably should have been picked off. So we give the ball right back to the Rams, who are already in attack mode, as Cooper Kupp makes a nice grab on the play, which brings up 1st and 10 from the 42. Brandon Cooks gets involved and makes another grab, which eventually moves the Rams to the Jets 32. They turn and hand it off to Gurley on this first down play, but he's shut down by Jamal Adams. Now they're faced with 2nd and 11. The Jets appear to be defending the pass, so the Rams hand it off to Gurley, and he'll be tackled immediately by CJ Mosley after a 3-yard pickup. Facing a 3rd and 8 now, Goff takes the snap out of the gun, drops back, and finds Cooper Kupp wide open in the middle of the field, and that moves him all the way down to the 6-yard line for 1st and goal. So now we need to find out whether this defense can bend and not break, because a touchdown here would really be tough to come back from. And on 2nd and goal from the 2, Goff takes the snap under center and dumps it off to his tight end. I think that was a tight end screen. That was a weird looking play, but Avery Williamson was able to make the tackle for a loss. So now the Rams have a 3rd and goal from the 4 as Goff takes the snap out of the gun and fires a quick pass to the sideline intended for Everett, that's broken up by Ja'Kai Polite. And despite giving up 3 here, we were able to keep the Rams out of the end zone. So now we got to execute and come away with some kind of points on this drive as Hurts drops back and finds Jeudy wide open across the middle of the field. There is a flag on the play though, and I believe that's holding, and that'll back us up 10 yards to a 1st and 20. That is not the start that we want on this drive. So then Hurts comes out, takes the snap out of a 5-wide set, drops back and hits Jerry Jeudy wide open down the seam, and that'll move us down to the 48-yard line. The next play, Hurts snaps, looking to evade the pressure, takes off with it, and he gets tackled after a gain of 9 at the 43. Staying out of an empty set now, Hurts thinks about running, but at the last second changes his mind and finds Jerry Jeudy open across the middle. And then after taking a couple of sacks, it leads to this field goal try on 4th down. The kick is up and right through the uprights, and now we trail by 7. So the pressure now falls to the defense here. On 1st and 10, they hand the ball off to Gurley, and he'll be stuffed for a 1-yard loss, bringing up 2nd and 11. The quick pass to Brandon Cooks goes nowhere as well, and the defense will have a shot to get off the field here on 3rd and 10 as Goff drops back in the gun, looking for a receiver to get open downfield, can't find anything in the pocket, collapses, and Terrell Basham gets to Jared Goff for the sack. This is exactly what we needed on this drive, as Basham is able to get free off the edge and get to Jared Goff. But now it's all on the shoulders of our rookie quarterback. Can he be clutch? On 1st and 10, Hurts takes the snap from the gun and gets rid of it quick, intended for Jeudy, but the pass is broken up, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 30. Hurts then drops back, looking for Jeudy again across the middle, but the pass is batted down, and with Aaron Darnold in the zone, all passes have to come out quick. Just like here on 3rd down, Jeudy makes the grab underneath, but that brings up a 4th and 4 situation. The offense stays on the field to go for it, and Jeudy comes up with a huge catch to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, Hurts takes a snap from the gun, trying to set up the screenplay to Grant, but the Rams are all over it, and Corey Grant gets brought down for no gain. That brings up 2nd and 10 now. Hurts out of the gun has Jeudy down the seam, but overthrows him, and the ball is intercepted. And that's gonna do it, folks. We're gonna end up dropping this one at home against the Los Angeles Rams. The final score is 27-20, and this is one where you're gonna look back and really think about the turnovers. I mean, we had 2 turnovers on special teams, and then that late interception right there by Jalen Hurts. That's just not gonna get it done. I know Madden does what Madden does sometimes, but I still feel like we had a chance in this one after those 2 fumbles. We just couldn't pull it out. Anyways, you guys, that's all the time I've got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.